Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
And good evening. Welcome to your weekly deal reveal. Tonight, we are going to go in a totally different state than what we usually do for our deal reveals because tonight we are going to bring you a property for sale available right now in Florida. Not just anywhere in Florida either, in Central Florida, very, very, very close to the Magical Muggles Mansion. For those of you who don't know about the Magical Muggles Mansion, this is our very own Harry Potter themed experiential Airbnb within about 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, depending on traffic, from Disney, Universal, all of that fun stuff. And when I say very close to our Magical Muggles Mansion, I could not mean any closer because it is literally next door. It is the neighbor property to our Magical Muggles Mansion that is up for sale right now. And there is therefore an opportunity for anybody who was looking for a vacation rental, preferably with an inclination towards theming that property, to pick it up and join forces with We Mind Properties, join forces with JK to maybe accommodate 45, 50 guests, huge groups, because we can book those two properties together. I mean, there's a million ways we can cut this. We can slice this cake, but this is what we're going to talk about today. And I actually have one of the co-owners of the Magical Muggles Mansion on the ground. Hasn't logged in yet, so I hope that he will log in because he is going to be showing you this property that is right next door to our very own. So that is what we're going to have for you this evening on the Deal Reveal. And before we jump in, we're going to give a little bit extra time for James to come on in here. Basically, we're going to, like we do normally on these deal reveals, we're going to analyze it lightning fast. In fact, we might even analyze it before James even shows up because it's just going to take us 5-10 minutes to do it. We're going to make sure and see if there's any cash flow in this opportunity. We are going to see if it's the right place, time, and location. Whoops, I forgot we were going to have a realtor represent the property, but it's actually going to be one of our partners. And this is the property that we'll be talking about. 690 Dropshot Drive in Florida. 649,900 is the current asking price. It is an on-market deal. You can go check it out. And it's, like I said, neighboring to our very own property. And therefore, oh, James, you're in the room. Fantastic. Let me promote you. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Let me just make sure the technology is there. You are. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And so James will be there in a minute with us. Fantastic. And so what's really nice about this property is that we've got real data, right? So of course we can go on AirDNA, we can go on Airbnb, we can figure out what, how much these properties rent for and so forth. And we will. I mean, I'll take a minute right now. I'll show you how it is, right? We can go here right to the site and you can put in the property's address. Boom. Make sure we're talking about the right number of bedrooms. This is an 8, 5, sleeps 20 plus. Let's just update the numbers on this real quick, see what it comes up with. And we see that the projected revenue of an 8-bedroom property is about $85,000 a year, occupied about 50% of the time with an ADR of 414. Now, what's nice with this is that this is comparing all of the 8-bedroom, 5-bath properties within a proximity to this property. However, ours does more than this. In fact, ours is somewhere in the 110 to 125 range. And so those are real numbers that we know we can achieve with this particular property. All right, so that's pretty fun. Let's go back to James here. James, are you able to speak? Are you able to open up your camera? Did you accept my invitation for extra?
Yeah, do you hear me?
I hear you. Hey, how we doing?
Okay. All right. Yes, but okay. To open the camera, let me see. Join
You'll
as
have to
panelist.
accept my invitation to be promoted to panelist, and then you should be able to there. That's it. And next step is I am going to make you co-host, and now you should be able to open up your camera.
Okay, it says that you have to enable it
Do
on
it
your
again.
side.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, there it is.
Hey,
We see you, James. Oh, we don't. There we go. We see you.
now you see me? Perfect.
I see you
Awesome.
now. You don't. So, James, tell us a little bit where you are right now.
I'm at Champions Gate, right beside our house. That is right there. And look at that, Kyle. There's a big party going on right here. Happy birthday with uh, with a lot of people. So I'm
I
right
love
here.
it.
This is the yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, house is for sale, 690 drop shot, very nice house, neighbor to ours. And the realtor is not here yet, so I'm gonna go around outside show you a bit. Maybe I can go in the backyard to show you exactly how it is, and we can
Absolutely.
hear
Let's take the
the
time.
party going on right there. So as you can see, there's a pool, there's a hot tub, there's a very nice place outside. I'm gonna give you a little hangout of ours right there. So so pretty much that this is what I'm going to be able to show you. If the realtor shows up, I'll go inside and I'll show you the inside of the house. So right here you have all the heaters right here. Oh, so Mark is showing up right now. He's the
Oh, there he
theming
is.
guy.
Oh,
Yes.
all right, wonderful. So thank you so much. Let's just let you go ahead and welcome whoever's coming to the property. I'm going to continue with the deal reveal. We'll crunch a few numbers for our folk here, but I will
Yep.
say that this property is for sale for $650,000 right here. And apologies if I said it was an 8 bedroom. I guess it is a 7. I thought it was an 8, James.
It's the other one, the other neighbor on the other
Ah,
side.
okay. Beautiful. So it's a 7, just like ours then. It's just like ours, with a different design, a different layout. But we actually paid more than this about 3 years ago. Isn't that crazy? So there's an opportunity here to buy basically the same property we bought for less than we paid. And it's basically, it's almost a new build, right? Built in 2020. It's been on the market for just over 2 weeks. It's still on the market, and so whoops, and so there's an opportunity here to to buy an investment property, potentially to theme that property, and let's crunch some numbers really quick because I did show you just a moment ago on AirDNA that this property is probably in the 80,000 range if you don't do anything special like theme it, right? And if you did that, $80,000 per year, and this is still short-term rental space, and so the 50% rule in fact would probably not even be conservative in this case. Just the HOAs on this property are going to be right around 10,000 a year. Then you have the cleaning fees, you got the taxes, you got the insurance. This is a $700,000 property, $800,000 property once it's themed, and so the expenses are quite a bit higher than your duplex in Cleveland, Ohio. And so the expenses on a property like this are right around $60,000 a year. And that's not even including the mortgage. So at $80,000, you're cash flow negative. And not even just a little bit, you're quite a bit cash flow negative. However, if you do get to your 110, $120,000 a year, then a fully optimized property, you'd be making about that $60,000 a year after expenses, taxes, insurance, management, maintenance, and utilities. And then you need to cover the mortgage. And so now it depends on how much your mortgage terms are to see if you're actually cash flowing, if you have about $50,000, $60,000 left over. And the mortgage on a $700,000 property is not, 500 bucks a month either, right? And so you have to play it in. What from our experience we've identified is that if you do it right, professional management, you put a theme in there, you do it all right, and here you can even pay less than what we paid. There is an opportunity to break even, have this property pay for itself, and a little bit of cash flow on the side. So, is this a huge cash flow play? Honestly, in our experience, not really. Not if you're going in with a mortgage, your traditional foreign national mortgage. If you're an American or you have access to really good financing somehow, yeah, there might be an opportunity for some cash flow here. But is it a cash flow play? It depends. It depends on a lot of things. And so, back to you, James. Do you have someone that would like to speak to the property? You're muted right now. Okay, there you go.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. So I have
Yeah.
Mark here. He's a
Hey,
realtor
hey,
in
Mark.
the area. Yeah.
Hey Kyle, how you doing?
It's a beautiful day. Mark is actually the realtor, a Canadian who did immigrate into the US, and he was actually the one who facilitated the purchase of our Magical Muggles mansion 3 years ago. And so, Mark, you're here 3 years later, and now we're looking at the neighbor property. Did you have a minute to look it up? What do you have to say about this property and about its potential?
Well, we do have some properties that we have put about our investors have put about 125,000 into, and they have been $1,000 in rental revenue, and we have one that's up at 142. So, what you were saying just a minute ago, 115 to 140 is definitely doable,
Mhm.
just with the right theming. So, it just depends on what hits with people. But since I've themed over 100 houses, we're really starting to get a feel for what works and what doesn't. So we can definitely help figure that out. And we've got numbers to back it up.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Any particularities on this property or Champions Gate 7 bedroom is a Champions Gate 7 bedroom? Like in terms of the price
Well,
point at 650, for example.
we've been having a little bit more success with the 8 bedrooms, and there are 8 bedrooms right now. I just got one under contract at 650. So this one, I mean, it is a little bit newer. Usually I buy 2018 to 2020 with my investors. This one's a little newer, but really, Airbnb people don't know what the year of the property they're staying in is, nor do they really care.
Mhm.
So you could pick up an 8 bedroom. And what's interesting about the 8 bedrooms is they're actually, as you know, they're actually 9 bedrooms because they have a movie theater upstairs, and you can convert that movie theater into what I call a wow room, and that's been what's been the extra wow room has been what's been putting our properties over the top to get higher than 115,000 a year.
I love it. I love it. So they're asking 650. What I'm hearing is there might be a small opportunity to negotiate that down a little bit because it is a 7 bedroom. Do you think that's accurate, or should people go in with over asking price to get this one?
No, I think I mean, sellers can be stubborn, especially if they bought in 2022 and, they're looking to get top dollar. But my estimation of the valuation of this is somewhere between 600 and 620. And then for an 8 bedroom, it's at 650.
Fair enough. Very good. Excellent. Straight from the boots on the ground. Looks like, so let's look back at our two golden rules. Are we buying at a discount and are we buying cash flow? Are we buying at a discount? It doesn't look like we're buying at a discount at the current asking price. But this isn't necessarily, in my opinion, when we buy these big Florida properties, I think most people are willing to bend a little bit on their golden rules because they see a vacation home. They see an opportunity that when they want to go with their friends and their families, there's an opportunity to block the calendar, spend a week or spend a weekend, get some personal use out of it. And at the end of the day, having a property that covers itself, and if it's done right, maybe even cash flow a little bit. So, oh, okay, that was just whispering on the side. Okay. Did you have something to say to that, Mark?
Oh, I did. I was just asking if we could turn on the video. But I would say that the play here would be to wait until like to buy it now as it's at a historic low. Like historically, the average for these has been 8 bedrooms or 800,000, 7 bedrooms or 700,000. Right now, we're able, because interest rates are high, you're able to get them at $100,000, really $150,000 off for like an 8 bedroom that would have usually been 800, that is now 650. And then you just wait for the cycle to change, where interest rates eventually, we all know in the next 5, 6 years, exactly the threes, at some point. So when that happens, when the economy gets destroyed by certain actors on the international stage, and inflation comes down, interest rates will come down. When interest rates come back down to three, investors will all come back in and start buying frothily like they did in 2022. And that's when you exit. So to give you an example, Harry Potter house, uh, one of my other clients had sold for 1.09 million in 2022, and their Star Wars house sold for 1.05 million. So I would tell your listeners, well, do the same thing. Buy it at 600,000 like you suggest, or sorry, 650 for an 8. Put 125 to 150 into it. You're in for 800,000, and then just wait out the cycle 2 to 5 years from now. When interest rates go down, institutional buyers come back in. Everybody's looking for an already themed house because then they have left less to put into it. And investors always like to put the least amount they can into it. So they'll happily pick up your property at 1.1, 1.2 in 2 to 5 years down the road when interest rates are back down.
Beautiful. So what I'm hearing is thanks to some actors, there's a negative pressure in the real estate market. Prices went down over the last couple of months, and so there's an opportunity to buy at a I mean, it's not at a discount today because the price today is the price today, right? Right now, that property is probably worth between 650, like you mentioned. But in the medium term, in the next 3 to 5 years, it should rebound to the normal trend, and that's where there's an equity play that's going to be that's going to happen. That's what I heard. Is that about right?
They in 2022, the non-themed ones were up at 950,000. The themed ones were at 1.1 ish. So yeah, they've come down by 300,000. Buy it now, wait out the cycle. When they go back up 300,000, you make your exit and you make your 300, 350 grand.
I love it. I love it. And so a little bit of speculation, but there isn't real estate does go up on average. You know, if you look at the medium and the long term play here, there is it is under market historically right now, right? Perfect. I love it. Are you, Mark, the one who's going to have access to the property? Or are we waiting for the listing agent to actually get in the property?
We're waiting. We're waiting for the listing agent. They said 7:15.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for them to get here.
Okay, perfect. So I'll take it over from here, and you just wave me in if we see the realtor. Was there any final words before I do my thing and before the realtor shows up that you wanted to say?
No, just excited to get in.
Right on. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you both, gentlemen, for being there, for showing hands-on to our community the opportunities that are available. And I will go back here and give a few little announcements that most of you probably know that this weekend, starting tomorrow, the Epic Bus Tour in Cleveland is sold out. We are so excited. We have a full bus. It's going to be a record number of participants on one of our bus tours. We're very, very excited to host yet again another epic bus tour in Cleveland. So that's really, really great. And so the next bus tour is only going to be, I think, in July or August. However, there is an opportunity if you have not yet attended our Epic Blueprint, which is our 3-day training on how to buy U.S. real estate as a foreign national, how to navigate the financing, how to navigate the entity structuring, how to navigate not getting double taxed, how to navigate using as little money as possible to buy a property in the US. For those of you who don't know, our Magical Muggles Mansion cost exactly $0 of our liquidity to buy and theme it It's basically almost a $200,000 theming that we did on that property, with zero of our liquidity because we used our Canadian RRSPs and a bank that was foreign national friendly to finance 100% of that property. And so we have these solutions, we have these pathways available for you, and we are absolutely willing to share. And the best place to do that is by attending one of our epic blueprints. So I will say that I'm gonna, right. And also our deal zone should be launched next week. So that's really, really exciting. But anyways, basically our epic blueprint, for those of you who have not yet attended, we're just killing some time here until the realtor arrives. But what will you learn by attending this 3-day epic blueprint training? Like I said, how to set up your entity so you don't get double taxed, where and how to find those deals. Yes, sometimes on market like this one, but most of the time we find our deals off market without any agent. Sorry, Mark. We teach people how to analyze them lightning fast, like we do on the deal reveal, but we also teach you how to analyze it thoroughly from start to finish with all your important metrics, right? Your cash flow, your ROI, your internal rate of return, your DSCRs, all of the metrics that you might need, your cap rates, of course. We teach you how to finance them. Not only teach you, but we also hand you some brokers and lenders and direct banks that are foreign national friendly that you can apply and get your financing. We teach you how to write up your contracts, or if you're using someone else's contract, how to use that and protect you. So, how to put the right addendums and the right wording in the contracts to protect your assets. We teach you not one, not two, not 14, but 19 ways to creatively buy or profit from US real estate with little or no money down. That's really, really exciting. It's most of day 3. We go into creative real estate. We show you that there are management options available, whether that be for long-term or short-term rentals. So you're not the one getting calls for toilets and light bulbs, or you're not even the one dealing with evictions or tenant screening, none of that. We show you how to recycle your capital deal after deal after deal. So long as you buy right, there are strategies for you to recycle the same exact capital that you used to buy your first deal to buy your second, your third, your fifth, your 100th deal. That's how in our first year, starting with $39,000, we bought 5 properties, 7 units, over $2,000 of cash flow, and over $250,000 of equity in our first year of US real estate investing 10 years ago. So obviously we've continued doing that, and now, well, we've set ourselves up to win, and we want to teach you how to do the same. On the Epic Blueprint, we also analyze deals live. Sometimes our participants throw properties at us, addresses at us, and we analyze them. And we want to show you that right now is the time to buy. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago or 10 years ago, right? The second best time is today. So the Epic Blueprint is a 3 full day live in person, virtual, but live. And we give you the 5 steps to buy your first US property. It is June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So it's just about a month away. We are going to host the next Epic Blueprint. Retail value for this blueprint is $3,333. You will not pay this. But how do I know it's $3,333? Because we paid more than that per person, Janie and I, 10 years ago when we first had our first 3-day training on real estate, and it did not cover half of what you're going to get in this blueprint. Plus, we've got some extra bonuses for you that we didn't get 10 years ago. So this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the full 3-day live virtual training. You're going to get our ultimate real estate calculator, plus some video tutorials on how to use that calculator based on the situation you're in and the deal you're considering. So now we're building up the value here. We're at $3,390, but we have an extra set of bonuses for you. Not only the 3 days, not only the ultimate real estate calculator, we're throwing in our quick start boot camp so that after the blueprint is done, we're giving you a 5-week accountability action plan to find deals and to find money to buy those deals. Just that boot camp valued at $111. We're also going to throw in JK's roadmap to your first property, which is basically mirroring what happened in our first year. What are the obstacles that we faced? How did we overcome them? So when you jump into your first year, you're not going to hit the same walls we hit. You're going to acknowledge the walls, and you're going to find nice ways to jump over them, go around them, under them, right through them, because they will not be walls. They're just going to be a story that someone told you, and you're going to avoid that bear trap altogether. Actually, it's pretty cool. It has an audio book version. So if you just want to listen to it on the go, you also have that opportunity. And last bonus, our 9 powers of real estate training, another $111 value that we're throwing in there. Why real estate, right? Why do we love real estate so much? Because there are 9 powers. Whoop, how many thumbs do I need? 9 powers of real estate. Buying cash flow, buying at a discount are just 2 of them. There's 7 other powers, and we want you to know about all of them because real estate is really a phenomenal way to grow wealth, to grow cash flow, to grow your portfolio, your investment portfolio. So if you add all of these together, we're right around $3,669 of value, but it's $100 for you. For $100, you get everything I just mentioned, a full 3-day training plus all of those bonuses. You can go to the link here on the screen. JK team, who's in the room, I think you're gonna post that in the chat shortly, or just scan this QR code right on the screen right now, and this is how you reserve your special offer for $100. Obviously, you will not find cheaper, and we've got hundreds of testimonials of Canadians who followed this training, and I mean, for $100, what can you lose, truly? So this is it. Here's a couple of words. Actually, I'm going to pause right here. James, Mark, do we have our realtor, or do I keep on going? I'm just trying to buy some time here.
Well, the realtor is not here yet.
Okay, so I got another like 5 minutes, and then if he's not here, we're all gonna head out for the evening. But
Okay.
let me keep on going. I have here Matisse, who did follow the Epic Blueprint, who also attended one of our bus tours. And here's a couple of words from him from the other side.
Hi, my name is Mathis and I live in Toronto. I'm French and I've been in Canada since August 2019. I signed up last year in February or March 2023 with JK because I knew nothing about real estate, and I did a bit of investments in France but nothing in Canada, nothing in US, and I had to learn a lot, and I was looking for something that would teach me everything I needed to know, but I wanted to learn from people that were actually doing it. I didn't want to learn from people that had ideas or opinions. I wanted to learn from people with great successes and serious experience. So I did several fantastic trainings, but there are 3 that I really want to recommend. First, I did the Blueprint program, the live training in Florida in April of last year. And I took the VIP package, which was fantastic because I got to spend the time with the team for the entire time of the training, and I had unlimited access to Janie and Kyle and could ask all the questions I wanted. I also watched 2 other trainings, the Blueprint Expanding Program and What the Gurus Don't Tell You, 2 other phenomenal trainings that made me learn so much. Since then, since that first training in April 2023, I've been able to open my legal entities, keep on training, keep on learning. I acquired a first duplex end of October, a second one end of January. Both are cash flow positive, and yes, it's been an amazing journey. And well, I know I would have never been able to do that much within less than a year without working with them. And what made me 2 things made me want to sign up with them. A, they're phenomenal people. 2, they actually walk the talk and they know what they're talking about, and what they teach is what has helped them become successful. They might not be for everyone, but the only way to find out is just to talk to them, and it's been one of my best business decisions ever.
Metzis is amazing, and I actually got an email from him 2 weeks ago saying, "Hey, I just refinanced all my properties, I recycled all my capital, and I'm ready to buy again." So this is what we're talking about. From this point, you've got a choice, right? do we join the Epic Blueprint? Do you learn the foundation? Do you do this right? Because there's definitely a wrong way to do this business. Or do you go ahead on the other direction? Ultimately, we're giving you a blank check, and we're super excited to see what you write on that blank check, because I guarantee you will be getting that first check in the next 60 to 90 days. It's either going to be that first cash flow check, and it might be $100, might be $5,000 a month on your first deal, depending on the deal and if you buy it cash or finance, blah, blah, blah. But it'll be a first cash flow check because you're on your way to that financial freedom thanks to US real estate. Or it's going to be a different check, a completely different kind of check. It's going to be a reality check that you did not buy that investment property, you did not follow the golden rules, and you're not closer to your financial freedom number. You decide. This is the power here. You decide what check you write for yourself, and we are very excited to see what you write on that check. So whether it be in one of our Cleveland bus tours, whether it be on our Epic Blueprint, we'd love to have you, teach you to not get into trouble, teach you that and show you that the opportunities are out there, they're ripe for the picking, and with the right tool, with the right team, you can truly make some miracles happen. We are thousands of members strong in the community now, with over $100 million of US real estate acquired within our community. So congratulations, and let's make it $1 billion over the next couple of years.
I would not have been able to do any of this without, Janie and Kyle and JK Real Estate Partners and the community and the support. Honestly, the education is top notch, so detailed and helpful, step by step. Honestly, I'm very grateful to have found you guys last year and to be part of the community. It's been life-changing for sure.
What would you say is the one big takeaway? You're 1 year into this, 6 months of acquisitions, 1 year into the learning process. You're just, I hope, seeing this as the beginning of your journey with so much more opportunity ahead, but you're 1 year in. Well, some people are just thinking about starting their first week, their first month, but you're 1 year in with this. What is your advice for the people listening in?
Education for sure is important. Making sure you're setting yourself up for success to know how to do this properly, safely, correctly, but take action. Just do it. Just make a move. Yes, it's a bit scary and you're worried about making a mistake and all these things, but just do it. Take action. Don't sit back. Just do it. At least one. Just try it. Kind of thing.
And Amanda has now graduated to be one of our JK coaches, and she will actually be here. I mean, she's driving, if she hasn't arrived yet, to Cleveland, because she will be being part of the support team for you this weekend during the Epic bus tour in Cleveland. So again, on the screen you have the QR code. I'm going to leave that up because I think we have access to the house now. James, Mark, are we in?
Yes, we are in. The realtor is still not here, but we got in.
I love it. All right.
We'll break windows for you anytime, Kyle.
I don't know. This is live and recording, guys. I don't know if we should have said that, but we're in.
I'm just kidding. I happen to know the owner here, so I dropped her a message and she sent me the code, so we're good.
Good cover up. Appreciate that. All right, so let's all right, I'm gonna stop my screen share. Give us a tour of this property. What are we looking at?
Right here, we are looking at the living room, first floor. And we do have the kitchen right there. So you see very wide open space, a lot of space to accommodate everyone. Still on the first floor here, we have a bedroom with a private bath right here. You can all see okay, I can?
Yeah, it's a little choppy, but we're following you so far. It's looking quite similar to our layout.
Yeah.
That's because it kind of is your layout.
Exactly, right?
It's actually backwards, Kyle. If you
Yeah, it's a mirror image.
Yeah.
if you notice, it's the
Yep.
it's the mirror version.
Absolutely.
So the garage here is on the other side.
So a little game room, a
Now
little
we're gonna go
arcade.
upstairs.
The beginning of a
So
theme.
one more bedroom. Yeah, very light theming. This is the master bedroom. Very nice bathroom here. It's just this was the master's bedroom. Kind of one here. With a shared bathroom.
Obviously, we're seeing some rooms here that are themed. No, they're not themed, right? When we say
No,
theming, mhm,
they're decorated.
yeah.
Actually. So it's a nice, very nice house. Well, if you think that house, you can have huge success, and you know you're gonna be our neighbor. So this could be really good because
There's opportunity for larger groups that, you know, with property management, we often get groups that say, hey, we want side by side houses. Is that possible? I just had a group of French Canadians actually last week that wanted two houses side by side. So it does happen.
Yep, not many people can offer a 40 plus sleeping heads comfortably side by side, but with this one, we can. Our magical
Heads and
month is
beds.
23, and this one should be in the 20s as well.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So I'm
so
pretty
this is it. We made it.
way right on. Thank you so much, James. Thank you, Mark. If anybody has interest in buying this property, if anybody has even interest in potentially partnering on this property, because we're neighbors, we have a vested interest. We actually are interested to have a conversation with whoever our neighbor is, or maybe we can become our own neighbors in a partnership. But let's just talk. If someone's interested in this property, we obviously got the team, the connection, the management, everything, and the case study next door so that everything is laid out. There's no guesswork involved here, which I think is a big part of investing remotely is it going to work? Well, it's going to work. So, with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time. We look forward to seeing you. If you are interested in this particular property, just shoot us an email, info@jkrealestatepartners.com, and we'll start a conversation with you. It'll probably be next week because we're busy this weekend, but we might put you in contact with James or Mark, and we'll start the conversation ASAP. So, with that being said,
Absolutely.
thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everybody here tonight. Have a great rest of your evening. Do now for tomorrow for the lifestyle you deserve. James, go get your miracle.
I will.
Good night, everyone.